Hello everyone. A very good evening for all of you guys. Let's wait for few more minutes so that other attendees can join. Hi everyone. Let's start our webinar. So today our topic is from scrolling to action, the blueprint for uh, designing website that actually convert. So let me share my screen. So yeah, let me start with something very real. Think about the last time you opened a website. Like you landed on it, you scrolled it a bit, maybe you read one or two lines, and then just you left, right? Yeah, not because it looks bad. It looks like because it was like broken, but because something didn't feel clear or worth for your time. Yeah. So now here's the important point. It is that is exactly what your user are doing on your website. So they come in with some curiosity, but they leave without taking actions. So and that's what we solving today. So hi everyone, I'm Danny, a UX/UI designer from Spikra. At Spikra, we work with businesses to design digital experience, websites, dashboards, and systems. But one thing we always focus on is not just how it looks, but how it performs. And over time, I have like, noticed one common pattern. Most websites are designed not to look good, but like designed to guide users. So I'll walk through you like how can we change that? How can we design website that don't just get attention, but actually turns that attention into actions? So this is the kind of table of contents we are going to cover today. So let me quickly walk you through what we will cover today. We'll start by understanding the real problem, why most websites do not convert even when they look good. And then we talk about how user actually behave because that's where most the assumption goes wrong, right? Yeah. Then we look at the common mistakes that block users from taking actions, and then I'll share a simple and practical design approach you can apply immediately. And we also go through a real example so you can see how this thinking works in practice. And finally, I'll leave with you a simple framework that you can use for any website you design. So this is going to be very practical and easy to apply. We'll start with the problem. Let me start with the core problem. Today, almost every business has a website, right? So, and many of these website looks actually looks good. They have a clean layout, modern UI, and good colors. So, but when you look at results, they actually don't perform. Users visit the website, they scroll it through it, and they might even explore a bit, but they don't take actions. No signups, no inquiry, no purchase. And this creates a huge gap between the user and the business people. because from the outside everything looks fine, but from a business perspective the website is not doing its job. So the problem is not about the traffic. The problem is about convention, and that's where the design plays much bigger role that than we usually think. So the conversion disconnect. One of the biggest reason for this problem is something very simple. Like we design for ourselves, not for the users. Actually, like as designers, we are often focus on how clean it looks, how modern it feels, how creative that layout is. But users don't come to admire your design. Exactly. They come with a purpose, right? So can this help me solving my problem? And if the answer is not immediately clear, they don't even spend time figuring it out. They just leave the website and they just close the window. So there is a clear disconnect between what we design and what user actually need. So that's the gap, and unless we fix this gap, conversion will always suffer. Like um, this is where a mindset shift is important. Like your website is not just a page; it's a journey, right? So every section is asking the user for a small decision. Should I continue scrolling? Should I read this section? Should I trust this brand? Should I click this button? So these are what I call the micro decisions, or simple micro SS. At every step the user is either saying yes, I'll continue, or no, I'm just leaving this website. At the moment, like they feel unsure and confused or like uninterested to review this website. So our job as a designer is to make sure the user keep saying yes to all the criteria, what the like criteria to solving the problem. So they like user see through either like they actually follows a F or Z patterns. So the attention spans are aggressively low. The design for scanning is not exactly for deeper readings. So the decisions are emotionally first and logically justifying happens later. So moving on to cognitive load of a website. So now let's talk about something very important, like cognitive load for a website is important. So in simple words, it means like how much effort the user has to think. Today, most users are overloaded with the information to put it in the website. So they don't want to think much. So if your website has too much textures, too many options, too many things to happening, so it actually and basically like it increases the mental effort and the stress. So when the effort increases, so users leaves the website. So one simple principle I always follow is like low intention requires more effort. So the easier your website feels, the more likely user are to continue the websites. So moving on to the autonomy of high converting hero sections. Like this is one of the most critical parts of any website, the hero section, because this is where the user decide should I stay here or leave. Within a few seconds, a strong hero section should answer three simple and basic answers, like what is this and who's it for, and why should I care. So if these things are clear, user don't scroll further. And one important thing I always say is like the clarity always beats creativity. So we you can be creative, yes, but if the user don't understand what you are offering, creativity doesn't help much in that cases. So yeah. So moving on to visual hierarchy. So another important aspect in visual hierarchy is like user don't read everything. They just scan. So you need so your design should guide their eyes. What should they see first? What should they notice next? And where should they focus on? So if everything looks the same, the user don't know where to look and what when like happens next. So they lose interest. So design is not just like about arranging elements. So it's about guiding attentions. So every page must have like one desired action. Like action means like we have to given a proper CTA button. The CTA button redirects you to the like proper form or an the consultation to a person. And let me explain in this in a simple way. So most website today feels like a maze, right? So these are too many options. There are too many options, like multiple buttons, multiple links, multiple directions. So user gets confused. But high converting website is totally different. So it feels like a guided path, like one clear direction. This is where the one good principle comes in, where like every page should have one principal action, primary action, and not many multiple competing actions. So because if, even when users are not clear about what to do, they are more likely to do it with the CTS button. So moving on to the trust architecture. So now comes one of the most important factor, the trust. Before taking any action, user always asks, "Can I trust this? Can I move forward with this website?" Or the trust doesn't come from the design alone, right? So it comes from the proof. Like we actually tells about our testimonials, reviews, case studies, the real user feedbacks. So because at the end of the day, like people trust people, not through the websites. So adding these element is not an optional thing. So it is an essential for convention. So next is like speed and mobile. So two silent killers, conversion, like speed and mobile experience. So both are like two eyes of an human thing. So if your website takes too long to load, user don't wait, like they just leave. And today most users are browsing on the mobile. So if your website is not optimized for mobile versions, so you are losing a large portion of users. So always think like fast, simple, and mobile first thing, so that like will be essential for the users to use the website seamlessly. So next is like moving to the launch ready conversion audit. So we have three important thing, like copy, design, and tech. So in copy, like does every page have one clear goal, and proving like the H1 heading focused on the benefits over the feature, and the language simple enough to scan instantly. So in that in design part, so the visual hierarchy guides the does the visual hierarchy guide the high to the actions or the elements and trusting the trustable elements like logos, testimonials, high visible CTA buttons like will be more efficient to uh, provide in the website. And and in tech part, does the page loads in under 3 seconds? Is the experience optimized for mobile thumb first? Like these are the ready launch ready conversion audit. So we just moving into a live demo. I'll just uh, screenshot. I like show one of our product. So So I'm going to take a real website like our own product called Astroview. So and let's break it down from a conversion perspective, not just how it looks, um but how it the user guides and sometimes fails to guide users towards action. So so the first impression, like the euro section analysis. So what to show the how, like when I land on this page, the first thing I see is like the bold H1 like text, the service delivery assurance platform for high growth team. This is actually strong. It speaks directly to a pain point. But here is the question: is this clear for every user? Like if I'm an agency owner, yes, I can understand. If I'm a new visitor, I might need a few seconds to process. So this is where the clarity can improve more. So like So secondary is like what to show. Like we have a two CTA buttons like start for free trial and book a trial. So now look at the CTA buttons. Like this is actually good. Like but we have a problem. So like too many choices at the top can create fictions. So when a user see multiple actions, they hesitate. Like, should I try this or should I book a consultation, like book a demo process? And when the user hesitate, like they don't act. So like uh, so in primary, like we have to give like start for free trial and the secondary see how it works. So, and also we have given a section for the rating purpose. So it also builds the trust thing to trust this product. And like secondary, moving into secondary part, like this section talks about the profitability and the hidden works, which is great because that's the real problem. Like adding has to be not just like a task management tool. It's about financial clarity. But here is the catch. Like we mostly the value is like spread across multiple sections. The user understands this is one glance, like what it does, like who is it for, and why it's different. So like we have given a basic demo section for of this product in a video content. And uh, and So when I scroll, there are a lot of information like features section explanations. Though, so this is where the most like uh, 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 like they try to explain everything instead of guiding the users step by step. And they like we like explained about the features of the Astroview. We have listed out in the in a bento boxes like. and and we like and Now this is a strong section where we have a testimonials, real users and real feedbacks. So mentioning like it is easy to use, like clean design, and better than complex tools. Like this builds like trust, which is critical for conversions. And instead of placing this later, bring trust early in this page, in the pages. So user like think where I can land, where I can scroll, where I can read, where I can explore. So, and moving into the second final section, so we have given a strong high converting website like information, and we have given a CTA button. So so that's it. So Astrowave website is not like it shows the strong product, clear intent, and the strong structure, but it's slightly more informative than the directional. So and that's what the difference between a good website and a converting website. So like when we say like from scroll to action, this is what we mean. Like user or action already scrolling your website, the real question is, are you guiding them to act? Yes, like that's the main thing. So actually, the closing line is like users don't convert because they don't understand, or they don't trust, or they don't feel guided. And when you fix these three things, action becomes natural. So we have in the conclusion of this website, of the webinar. So design is like, so next time you design, so don't ask it is does it look good, or like does it actually you have to ask, does it guide users? So because good design attracts, great design converts. So thank you. If you have any queries, you can drop a mail at sales@spikra.com, and this recorded version will be posted on YouTube. You can visit our YouTube channel, and you can watch our Zoho product videos. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar.